we're gonna be out here filming at night, going to these theme parks, looking at Christmas lights, you know, whatever, we really need something that's good in low light situations. If you get it wet, you know, you're probably going to destroy it. I'd wrestled with that idea, but ultimately I just kind of figured that maybe that wouldn't be the right choice to make. I pull it up, sold out. I'm like, oh, you're kidding. So I'm sick to my stomach. I've wrestled with this all night. I've lost sleep over this, worrying about it. I said, I'm going to do it. Hopefully this isn't a wasted trip. They went ahead and took my money, so it better not be. I am just freaking out right now. It's a madhouse, and I just want to get out of here and get back home to, you know, the safe little quiet areas of the mountains that we live in. I felt almost like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way. Howdy y'all, Redneck Road Trips here, and today's video is going to be very different from what we normally do here on this channel. Today is the day after Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, and so you guys know what that means, Black Friday shopping and deals. I guess I could start off by saying that this trip today was not planned, but hopefully you will join me and I'll explain what we're doing when we get into it a little bit farther.
A few minutes later.
As you can tell, Liz isn't with me today, so it's just going to be us. But anyway, let me just get into what this video is about and where we're going today. So, we started this channel. It's going to take a little bit, so just stick with me, guys. But we started this channel earlier in the year and didn't really have any kind of equipment or anything to use, so I was just using my phone. And it was doing a good job, but the big thing about using a phone is that you use up your battery and your storage, you know, when you're filming this stuff. And I didn't want to have to rely on always having to plug in my phone every time that I was on a trip somewhere recording something. So I decided to go ahead and get another camera. And I did. I got the DJI Osmo Action 4. Yeah, it's the 4. Which at the time was the newest action camera that DJI had. Now I chose that camera because of its ruggedness and just reliability, the image stabilization, and the ability to be able to use it on roller coasters. So I felt like it was just an all-around great choice. So we picked it up and we've been using it ever since, and it's been a fantastic camera. It's really been good. But you know, as you carry on and you start filming other things, you notice a need that you can't fulfill with certain cameras, and you've got to go get something else. Now, the biggest need for me with this camera that we're using now is low light capability. Now, this camera is exceptional at a lot of different things. It does 4K video, even though I don't really record in 4K because it takes too much space. But it's got 4K capability. Like I said, it's rugged. You can take it about anywhere. When you go to these parks that allow filming on rides with the right accessories, you can use it, and I have. But it's not the best at low light. It can do it, but you know, you've got to have a couple of extra things that I don't have right now to really get good low light shots. You know, you need a gimbal. Because you could slow your shutter speed way down, but then, you know, you're going to have to make it steady yourself. You can't use the rock steady stuff. So I thought about maybe getting a gimbal. Then I was like, well, if I get a gimbal, they're typically kind of loud, so I'd have to get a mic too. But the problem with this particular camera is that you can hook one mic to it wirelessly, the DJI Mic 2. You can hook one to it through Bluetooth, but that's it. You know, so if I'm filming with Liz or, you know, somebody else, I'm only going to have the one mic, and that's going to be really hard to do. So, and if I got the 2 mics with the setup, then I'm going to have that big thing clipped to the side of the camera, and when it's on the gimbal, it's probably not going to work like it should. Like, it's probably going to be a little bit too much weight on the gimbal, and maybe, you know, burn out the motors or something. So, and that was like $350 or $60 for the double mic setup, and then like another $100 for a gimbal. So I'd wrestled with that idea, but ultimately I just kind of figured that maybe that wouldn't be the right choice to make. So I kind of gave it up, and then I started looking into other cameras. And when we were at the chili cook-off, which should be out by the time this video comes out, we were at the chili cook-off. There were a lot of YouTubers down there, and a lot of them had the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now, that's something that I considered getting when I got this camera, but I was worried about its ability, like its waterproof abilities. It doesn't have any. If you get it wet, you know, you're probably going to destroy it. And because of our experiences last year going to theme parks and it always raining, that's why I chose this one too, is because I knew that I could get it wet and it would still be good. But anyway, I really wanted one of those Pocket 3s from the get-go, and I saw a lot of them in action. I saw how good their videos turned out as opposed to ours, because I was just kind of hand-holding mine with the little tripod that I've got. And I'm just like, man, if we're going to do nighttime shots, if we're going to be out here filming at night, going to these theme parks, looking at Christmas lights, you know, whatever, we really need something that's good in low light situations. So I got to looking at these Osmo Pockets, and they're really expensive for the creator combo. It's like $750 or somewhere around in there. So I got to looking, and I couldn't really afford that. So I was like, well, maybe I can just get the base model. It's like $500, and then buy the stuff as I go, you know, to kind of supplement having all that money at once. I can just buy it as I need it. So I thought about doing that. Like I said, it's gonna be about $500. Now, we have a Sam's Club membership, so I got on there. I was like, well, let's just get on Sam's Club and see if they have any deals on one on there. So I got on there, and sure enough, they had deals on one, and it was going to be around $500 too. But with it wasn't just the camera itself. It came with an SD card, which I don't know how I feel about the quality on that. And then it had the 2 battery extensions or whatever they are. I know that one's a battery extension. The smaller one, I'm not sure right now, and it's so close to the holidays. So I was like, I don't know. And then, so right before bed last night, I get online, I open up the Sam's Club app, and I start looking. I pull it up, sold out. I'm like, oh, you're kidding. Because I was like, go ahead and buy it. And I open up that app, sold out. Can't have it shipped. I'm like, oh man. So I'm sick to my stomach. I try to go on to sleep. I wake up 2 or 3 times in the night, and I'm like getting on the Sam's Club app and refreshing it to see if maybe they're going to put some back in stock or not, because it runs until December the 2nd. Their Black Friday sale does. So I'm like, well, maybe they'll add more to it. And they may still, I don't know, but they never did. So I got up this morning, and I got to thinking, I'm like, well, maybe they sell them in the store. Maybe they have them in the store. So I got back on there and I looked, and the Sam's Club that I had selected didn't have them in the store. Now in Kentucky, I don't know how many Sam's Clubs there are. I know I've been to 3 in the state of Kentucky. There's one in Lexington, one in Nicholasville, which is right beside of Lexington, and then I've been to the one in Bowling Green when we went out to Beach Bend, which you guys haven't seen that video yet. It'll be coming out soon. But I've been to 3 in the state of Kentucky, and the one I like that's closest to me is the one in Nicholasville. The one in Lexington probably is a little bit closer, but I just don't like going there because the other two that I've been to, they feel kind of similar, but this one is kind of smaller, and I don't know. I didn't get a good vibe from it, so I don't like going there. I actually go a little bit out of the way to go to the one in Nicholasville. So that's what I had my store set as, and it doesn't have any in stock, and they're not shipping out. So I'm like, well, let's get on there and just look at the one in Lexington and see what it has to offer. And I pull it up this morning, and sure enough, it says they got them in stock. It said pick up today. So I just went straight ahead. I'm like, I've wrestled with this all night. I've lost sleep over this, worrying about it. I said, I'm going to do it. So I got up about 7:30 this morning, and I pulled the trigger on it. Now, Sam's Club doesn't open until 10, which is after 10 now. The pickup time is at 1 p.m. today, which we're getting close to that time right now. But I was like, I just kept checking it, because it's hard to believe. Like, they all sold out online. I don't know if hopefully this isn't a wasted trip. They went ahead and took my money, so it better not be. But yeah, I've been checking the app, making sure it says it's in progress. But I was freaking out this morning because it just said that they had got my order, and it hadn't said anything about processing it or anything like that. But we don't go to Sam's Club a lot, so I didn't know what time it actually opened today. So I got to looking, and it said it opened at 10 this morning. So it was about 9:30 when they started processing the order. So I guess the employees had got it or something. I'm not sure. If you guys work at Sam's Club, you let us know down below how that works, because I don't know. I've only been a handful of times, which is funny because this will be the third weekend in a row that I'm going to Sam's Club. We went down there and got a bunch of stuff for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive for us to get down there today, and I've just been kind of checking the status on my order to make sure that it's actually going to go through and it hasn't sold out, because I would be very, very upset if I drive for 2 hours on Black Friday, mind you. I am not looking forward to this at all. Lexington is one of the busiest cities in Kentucky. It's not the busiest, it's not the biggest, but it is one of the busiest and one of the biggest. And I am just not looking forward to this at all, especially on Black Friday. I know it's going to be a nightmare to get in and out of there, but it's worth a shot for this camera because it's $100 off, and that's going to be really hard to beat. So something that might help the YouTube channel, get us to producing better quality content, where we can record at night. I think it's worth a gamble. But yeah, I've rambled quite a bit here on this. I'm really nervous about if we're going to be able to get this or not. Like I said, I'm going to keep checking. We've got about a 2-hour drive ahead of us to get there, so I'm not going to get there right at 1 p.m. when I'm supposed to be there to pick it up. And I don't know how that works either, because I've never done pickup at Sam's Club. I don't know where I'm supposed to go or anything like that. I've done pickup at Walmart, so maybe it's kind of like that. Maybe they have designated spots. We'll see. But on the app it says pick up between 1 and 2 p.m. So depending on how bad traffic is, I don't know. But the GPS says we're going to get there about 1:12 today. So we'll see. I don't know. But hopefully we get there before 2 and we can pick up the camera. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it here for now. Just kind of cruise. It's odd traveling by myself. Like, I do it for work, but it's the weekend and I'm off, and I don't have anybody to talk to except you guys. So it's kind of weird talking through a camera because you can't talk back to me, obviously. But just to know that maybe somebody out there will watch this, that means you rode along with me. So that helps. Yeah, just driving 2 hours one way by yourself can get lonely, but there are people out there who go much farther than this. Truck drivers, other vloggers that do it solo. I'm very lucky to have Liz and take her with me. amazing. And I don't want to go down that road, you know, like gushing over and all that, but you know, she's my partner in crime, and I do miss her today. She's back at home. She's on call, so she can't leave more than 30 minutes away from her job in case she gets called in on an emergency surgery or something. And she's getting ready. We're actually going to do our Thanksgiving tomorrow. We always do it on Saturday so that, you know, everybody has time to come in. And we go to like my mom's on actual Thanksgiving. So she's getting stuff ready at home. When I get back home, I'm going to help her clean and start cooking some things. But yeah, so she's there. She's getting that stuff together. And we'll be back there hopefully before too long, so she don't have to do it all herself. But anyway, I'll catch you guys when we get a little bit closer to Lexington. Celebrate good times, come on! So, quick update, guys. I just got an email. We're about halfway there, and we just got an email. It says it's ready for pickup. So, looks like we may get it today after all. I'm very, 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 very excited. Like, I can't begin to tell you guys just how excited I am about this. Like I said earlier, I've been wanting one of these for a while. I just didn't pull the trigger on it at the time because of the lack of waterproofness. But now that we've got this camera, I can always pull it out when it starts to rain. Which I'm not going to be getting rid of this camera. I plan on having it with me, you know, all the time. Like anytime that I am out on a shoot somewhere, I do photography too, so that's where that came from. Anytime we're out there doing a video, I will have this camera with me just in case I need it, you know, for any rides that we might be able to get on and ride. That allows us to film roller coasters, you know, what have you, or if it rains, or, you know, maybe Liz will have this camera. She may be shooting some stuff too. You know, it all just depends. But we're definitely going to keep this camera, and it's going to be with us. But yeah, I'm just super excited to get the confirmation email saying that it is in fact ready for pickup. Now, it says we'll see between 1 and 2. I've still got about 40 minutes of driving to get there. And that's not including potential Black Friday traffic. So, fingers crossed we make it before 2. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's already, yeah, like I said, we got about 40 minutes. And it's about 20 minutes to 1 right now. So, in theory, we've got plenty of time, but I don't really know. We're just going to have to, you know, wait it out and see. So, guys, I'm still on the interstate, but we're just outside of Lexington, and my nerves are shot right now. I've already seen 3 near misses in the last 5 minutes. Heck, probably not even 5 minutes. Probably in the last 2 minutes, I've seen 3 near misses. People are driving like crazy. Like, it's been pretty chill up to this point, but as soon as I get into Lexington, like close to it, it's like all bets are off. People are driving like maniacs. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like I said, my nerves are shot. We're actually getting ready to pull down into Lexington right now. This says that we're about 2.6 miles away from the Sam's Club, so thank God I don't have to go no further than I do to get into this place. But yeah, I mean, I am just freaking out right now. Nervous. I don't know. Hopefully we get through this though. We have made it. Traffic wasn't too bad getting in. It took me a second to find where to go, but they do have these signs up just like they do at a Walmart or, you know, McDonald's or anywhere else, where you just go into the app and put in, you know, your number and all that. So it says it should be out here in about 5 to 10 minutes. So I guess we'll just sit tight and wait till it comes out.
5 minutes later.
All right, you guys, we have got it. So the box isn't near as big as what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, DJI Osmo Pocket 3, we have acquired it. So I think I will go ahead and open it right quick, and we will see what all's in there. So you guys give me just a minute. I gotta get my knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
We'll get her open here and just see. Like I said, I expected the box to be a lot bigger than it is. Trying to not tear the box up. I don't know if you guys could see it. I got the camera pointed up a little bit high. Yeah. I don't know how you guys are, but I like to try to keep my boxes for things, especially large purchases or expensive purchases, I guess I should say. And it's mainly just so that, like, if I resell it one day or something like that, you know, I've got the box I can send with it. I know some people just throw them away like as soon as they get their package, and that's okay too. It's to each their own. Okay, so we are in. So it's just like a box within a box, I guess you could say, because here is the battery handle. And here is the SD card. It's a 128 gig Kingston micro SD card. I don't know how well you guys can see that. And then we have the actual camera itself. Now, I don't know. I might wait to open this until I get home, because I really, like I said, it took about 2 hours to get here. And I really don't want to stick around in this town no longer than I have to, because it's a madhouse. And I just want to get out of here and get back home to, you know, the safe little quiet areas of the mountains that we live in. But here's the camera. So yeah, I think we will wait until we get home to open it. Let's see. Now, I thought that it came with a bigger battery thing, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it don't have the big handle. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's probably it. I mean, it's a lot bigger than the one that I'm thinking is the smaller one. So that's probably it. Yeah. That feels weird. It's got like the grip on it's a little bit odd. But I don't want to peel all these stickers and stuff off right now and make a mess in the car. So I think that we'll just go ahead and try to get out of this parking lot today. I don't know how it's going to go, but yeah, I'll see you guys here in a little bit. I don't know if I'll vlog any on the way home. We'll see. But we'll definitely open this whenever we get out of Lexington and closer to home. I don't want to, like I said, I just want to kind of get out of here right now. And we'll figure it out whenever we get closer to home. So, see you guys in a few. We are probably about 30 minutes from home. We're in the next town over. And I've decided to go ahead and stop. I had to take care of some stuff here in this town. But I decided to go ahead and open this up now. Since we're not that far from home, I don't have to worry about all the traffic and stuff. This part of the country is pretty well dead right now. So you don't have to worry about it. But anyway, yeah, let's get into this. Open it up and see what it's all about. We'll just, like I said, I'm real particular about how I open things. Because if I do want to resell it, I've got the packaging to resell it with. So it's always very satisfying to peel off that layer of plastic. Okay. Now, it looks like they've got the packaging kind of set up like Apple does their stuff with these little pull tabs. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It might not be in focus. It's kind of hard to tell. We'll go ahead and pull that seal. And let's open up the box, see what all we're working with. Hopefully you guys can see I've got it kind of, you know, as high as I can get it without being kind of weird. So I'm assuming this is the actual unit itself, but we'll hold off on that for just a second. Looks like we got Some pamphlets. Something, I don't know exactly what this is. Looks like we got some stickers. That's kind of neat. Some informational booklets, whatnot. Some kind of protective cover. That's pretty neat. Oh, okay. So I guess it's information on the protective cover. I thought it was like, like a screen cover or something, like screen protector. But that's okay. I mean, we will get one soon. I would have went and had one ordered, but I didn't know I was getting this until this morning, like I said. So it is what it is. What that is, some kind of stuff. I guess it's just kind of showing you how to do it. Now, I've already got the DJI Mimo app on my phone because, like I said, that's what I'm recording through right now is a DJI, so I already used that app. And the app's okay. It's not the best it ever was because it does sometimes crash and it's kind of annoying. But anyway, so we have this little grip. This is the small one, so we did get another one. I don't know that this has actually got any like any sort of power thing to it, like I don't think it holds any charge or anything. I think it's just there for you to hold on to. USB-C to USB-C cable. Come on. Ooh, a little strap, that'll be handy. Now, I don't know if I'll use this on this device or not, but I've got something else in mind that I can use that for just in case. And I think that's it in here. So I'm going to put all this stuff back because I don't want to lose it in the car. Not that it would be hard to find. This is not a very big car, but, I don't want to be out here digging around for this stuff after a while. So when I get home, I just want to get out and go in the house. Kind of check this thing out. Now, if you have to register it or something, I'm not going to fool with that right now. We just are kind of looking at it. It's got some weight to it, that's for sure. It's a little bit heftier than what I thought it would be. Again, another satisfying peel. And here it is, guys. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's in its little protective cover. I don't know how to get it out, so we're going to be kind of as careful as we can. And this says that it's like pocket size. I guess it is. It's honestly in this form right here, it's probably about the size, maybe a little bit shorter than what I have when I'm using the Action 4 with that little tripod handle thing, whatever you want to call it. It's probably about that long right there, just in and of itself. And then with the action cam on top, is somewhere around in there. So about the same size. This should be fine to like stick in my pocket when I'm on roller coasters, but we'll see. I may have to get some other kind of case because I don't want to mess this up. But here it is. We will see if we can turn it on. Yes, it works. And there is like a sticker on the back, so we'll go ahead and peel that. Ooh, satisfying. Alright, so we select English. We'll swipe to skip that for now. Okay, so it does have like a setup type deal letting you know, how to run it. No SD card. Well, actually, we do have an SD card, and whoop, we'll set that to the side right quick. Now, let's open up. I don't know, like Kingston, I'm pretty sure is a good brand, but I always use SanDisk, usually because you can get them, on sale on Amazon pretty cheap. So that's usually what I use, but we'll just open this up right quick and give it a shot. Now, what I think I'll do, this is just 128 gigs. The one that I have in the camera I'm recording on right now is like 512. So I'll probably just switch them because I'll be using that way more than this. So it'll be good to have the bigger one in the camera that you use all the time, and then just this one on standby. If I can get in here. Okay, here we go. Don't need that knife anymore. Shouldn't need it anymore anyway. Alright, so here's our card. Now I don't know how it goes in here. I'm assuming that that it can only go in one way, but it doesn't really. This is where the manual would be really handy. Okay. I guess it's in there, y'all. I don't know. It ain't trying to come back out. So we will swipe, and we got 4 times. Swipe from the right edge to change the image audio parameters. Okay, so it's just walking me through how to do it. That's fine. So let's see. We're just going to take a little quick recording. Yeah. It's all like, there we go. Ooh, Inception. I do like that, how it's like recording, like I've got the blurry edges, aperture, or bokeh, as we call it in the photography business. That's nice. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for now, though. We will play with this a little bit more later on. Getting used to this gimbal is going to be like probably very hard, because I'm not used to that at all. I've just always had this camera here that I'm recording on now, and never, had any kind of thing I had to move. It was always just on the stand. I'll get it out in a minute. The handle, and you just turn it the way you want it to go. And this is going to be really different. But I'm really excited to give this a shot. Hopefully we will be able to give you guys some better footage. Definitely some better low light stuff, because I don't know if we're planning on doing anything else right now, like for the rest of the year. There's not things to do. There's plenty of Christmas lights to go look at and stuff. But I've got I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've got 8 or 10 videos that I've got to get put out over the next couple of months. It just takes me forever to edit them, and so I'm kind of behind. I've got stuff from the middle of the summer that I haven't put out yet, from July, I think it is. So the next couple of videos that you'll see will probably still be videos that was shot on this camera that we're using now, the Action 4. But pretty much everything from the beginning of 2025 on will absolutely be used with this camera for as long as we've got it. So yeah, hopefully it really helps out, and we can do the low light stuff like I'm saying. And if we do go do Christmas lights or anything like that before next year, then obviously we'll be using this too. So pretty much anything recorded from here on out will be done with this instead of the Action 4 that we're using now. So, but not to ramble, but the videos that the 8 to 10 that I've got that's ready to go, that I've got to finish editing, they've already obviously been filmed with the Action 4. But anyway, I know this video is a little different. It's not a little different, it's a lot different. And it's mostly just rambling. It's all me here in the car. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Getting to come along with me on this very impromptu, very last minute thing to try to acquire this camera. I felt almost like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way.
Do you have any more in the bag?
I thought I'd lost out, and then sure enough, I found it this morning. So I knew I had to go get it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have any experience with this camera, leave a comment down below and let me know, some settings I could use, or just whatever, because I'm completely new to it. It's gonna take some time to figure it out. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, just link them down below. But until next time, y'all be good. And since she's not here, stay wild, and we'll see you next time.